Good morning, Eagles. I'm Callan.
And I'm Jackson. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I love food.
Yeah, me too.
You know, someday I want to be a food critic, but I don't know how to.
Yeah, let's go over to Emily and Sydney's store on how to be a food critic.
Good morning, Eagles.
I am Sydney.
And I'm Emily from Eagle News Third Hour.
In broadcasting, we decided to become food critics because we love food.
3 things we're going to tell you about our story is how to be a food critic, places and prices of the following, and what your peers' favorite foods are.
To become a food critic, first you need to earn a bachelor's degree. Food critics need to capture the taste, appearance, smell, and texture of a dish in their reviews. So candidates for the position must have excellent communication skills. Students can gain the necessary writing ability through a degree in English, journalism, or communication.
Plate 1 is Skinny Pop, and plate 2 is regular movie theater popcorn.
The smell of the Skinny Pop popcorn, it just smelled like normal popcorn. The taste was very dry and it didn't taste like butter at all. The appearance, it didn't look like it had any butter on it. And the texture was very crunchy.
So for the movie theater popcorn, the smell was a strong smell of butter. The taste was very buttery. The appearance looked like it was like a movie theater popcorns. And the texture was very soft.
The Spiegel one is from Lamar's, and the other one is from Dunkin'.
The donut that I had was a strawberry sprinkled donut, and the smell of it was a strawberry smell. It was very strong. The taste of it was kind of dry, didn't have enough icing on it. The appearance looked like somebody already ate out of it. Texture of it was soft though.
So I had the Dunkin' Donuts donut, and the smell smelled like Oreos. The taste was very creamy and soft. The appearance, it was kind of lopsided, and the texture was also very soft.
This one's from KFC, and this one's from Chick-fil-A.
I had the Chick-fil-A chicken. The smell of it was a delicious smell. It smelled very good. The taste of it was crunchy and soft, which I like. The appearance looked really good. The texture of it wasn't too crunchy. It was just right.
So I had the KFC chicken, and the smell just smelled like regular chicken. The taste was very crunchy. The appearance, it was really big, and the texture was very like rippy, I guess.
Here's Breyers, and here's Blue Bunny.
So I had the Blue Bunny ice cream, and the smell of it was there was nothing there really. The taste tasted like a creamy taste. The appearance of it was not too bad. The texture of it was soft, but some of it was already melted.
I had the Breyers ice cream, and it didn't really smell like anything. The taste was very sweet. The appearance, it just looked like ice cream. And then the texture was very creamy. What is your favorite food?
Tacos.
Why?
I don't know, but it's good.
What is your favorite food?
Donuts.
Why?
They're sweet and they're really good. What's your favorite food and why?
Chicken wings, because they're chicken wings.
What's your favorite food? My favorite food is any type of pasta. Why? Because you can make many different things with it.
What's your favorite food
Fruit salad.
and why?
Because I like the texture. It's nice and moist.
All in all, that's our story on being a food critic.
Now back to you, anchors.
Good morning,
Morning,
Eagles.
Eagles.
My name's Tegan.
My name is Jenna from Third Hour Broadcasting.
We're going to teach you about proper serving etiquette
Proper customer etiquette.
and the serving experiences of Mrs. Nadeau.
Starting off, we'll talk about what good serving manners is like. Servers should be helpful to customers, they should have good knowledge of the menu, and they should be patient and kind. Next, we'll discuss good customer manners. Customers should be understanding if their food's taken a while or if the server makes a mistake. Customers also need to be kind to other customers and servers. And also, they need to tip properly, because if they don't tip properly, then it may be rude.
To be a server at a restaurant, you have to be friendly, first of all. You have to have a smile on your face. You have to be very patient with customers and what their needs are, and you have to be efficient and do well with your time management. Most recent years, we wear a black polo that has the restaurant's emblem on it. We wear black slacks, and we have to wear black restaurant shoes, which are non-slip, slip resistant, so that if you're in the kitchen,
Now let's talk to Miss Nadeau about her experiences
so
as a
different
server.
catch of the day that we have to be familiar with. The kitchen usually lets us sample the fish so we can talk about it to our customer. We want to know where our seafood comes from. We get questions about that and be knowledgeable so we can answer those things. So I like this question about server point of view, because you did a segment on the customers and bad restaurant experiences. So from a server point of view, what we like customers to know is if food takes a long time, it's not our fault. That's the kitchen. I want customers to know that servers' service is good if the server is attentive and checking on them and explaining what's happening. And customers are usually understanding as long as you're checking in with them and talking to them about what's happening. Well, probably most of my experiences are really, really positive, and I have had great customers at the marina where I worked and lots of regular customers. But there are the occasional difficult people. On occasion, will have customers who absolutely do not tip for whatever reason. Sometimes no reason at all, and that's frustrating because a lot of customers don't realize the only income you're getting is your gratuity. Your hourly wage is only a couple dollars an hour. So when people do that, it's really disheartening and frustrating. I've had some difficult people through the years, but I would say 90% of my customers are very, we have a great relationship with server and clients. So customers, there are things they do as servers that really are, I would say, annoying. That customers, when they hold their glass up like this, because they want more water, tea, whatever their drink is, that's really frustrating. The customer should instead just try to get eye contact or stop another server. If I'm really busy, they can stop another server and say, hey, would you mind getting me some more tea? So I want customers to be polite and respectful with me as I am with them. So the tipping etiquette in the United States, the proper tip amount is 20%. That's really easy. I like to teach students that when you go to high school and go on prom dates and homecoming dates, 20% is easy to figure out, because if your bill is $50, 10% is $5, you double that. So your tip would be $10. It's super easy. It's something students should know about, and kind of the expectation if you dine out.
In conclusion, there are many aspects to being a good server.
Also, customers should be patient and understand with the server. Thanks for watching.
Back to you,
Anchor.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
What are you doing this fall?
I'm going to spend time with my family and eat lots of food on Thanksgiving.
You know, I'm just gonna play video games.
Well, Sophia and Rachel have a story on fall traditions. Let's go watch that.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Sophia from the Eagle News Third Hour.
Our story for you today will be on fall traditions.
You will learn the following 3 things in our story: fall holidays, fall activities, and what our peers like to do in fall.
Let's get started. The first thing we will tell you about is fall holidays.
Some holidays include Halloween,
Veterans Day,
and Thanksgiving.
On Halloween, many people celebrate by carving pumpkins,
dressing up as scary things like witches,
and trick-or-treating.
On Veterans Day, people celebrate by putting the American flag up,
writing thank you cards to veterans,
and visit military cemeteries.
On Thanksgiving, people celebrate by making traditional Thanksgiving dishes like stuffing,
hanging out with family,
and watching a Thanksgiving Day football game.
The second thing we'll tell you is about fall activities.
Some fall activities include jumping into leaf piles,
carving pumpkins,
and making apple cider.
I'm here with Aubrey, and we will be asking her a few questions about fall.
What is your favorite fall holiday?
My favorite fall holiday is Halloween.
What do you like to do in the fall?
I like to hang out with friends and take my dogs for walks in the leaves.
What's your favorite part about fall?
Favorite part about fall is drinking hot chocolate, just hanging out with friends, and making leaf piles.
I'm with JC, and I'm asking her some questions about fall.
What is your favorite fall holiday?
My favorite fall holiday is Thanksgiving.
What do you like to do in the fall?
In the fall, I like to go to the fun farm.
What is your favorite part about fall?
My favorite thing about fall is the leaves changing colors and the weather changing.
I'm here with Melody, and we are asking her some questions about fall.
What is your favorite fall holiday?
My favorite fall holiday is Thanksgiving.
What do you like to do in the fall?
I like to go to the pumpkin patches.
What is your favorite part about fall?
My favorite part about fall is the leaves changing colors.
Now that you know about fall holidays,
fall activities,
and what people like to do in the fall, that's all we have for you today. Back to you,
Wayne. Good story.
Yeah.
You know, go Royals.
No, you mean go Red Sox? Well, let's head over to me and Justin's story about World Series recap.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Justin.
And I'm Jax from Eagles Third Hour.
Today our story is going to be on the World Series.
We'll be talking about World Series history and the World Series this year.
In past World Series, the American League has won 65 World Series and the National League has only won 48. This year, the Boston Red Sox won the 2018 World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers in 5 out of the 7 games. It was a pretty close matchup, but Boston comes out with the series 4-1 win. Game 3 of the World Series, the Red Sox lost in an 18-inning game 3-2. This was the 4th World Series the Red Sox have won in 15 seasons. Also, this is the 9th total World Series they have won. Steve Pearce won the 2018 World Series MVP for hitting 2 home runs in 1 World Series game, which has only been done by 2 other players.
And speaking of the World Series, if you would like to practice your skills and get there, we have an opportunity for you.
The Liberty North baseball staff will be hosting their 4th annual Winter Hitting League. Each session will be limited to 24 participants and be divided by age. There will be individual awards for the winners of each grade level. Please sign up online at the North Camp website or talk to Coach Bowman in his room at 124.
And that concludes our segment.
Back to you, anchors.
Well, thanks for telling me the Royals aren't even in the playoffs.
Do you know how to cook?
No, but I think Chloe and Haley do.
You're right. Let's head over to them.
Hey, Eagles! Wait a minute. Hey, Eagles! I'm Chloe. And I'm Haley from the Eagle News Third Hour. Our story for you today will be on why teens should learn to cook.
You'll learn why teens should learn to cook,
how it benefits them,
and where you can learn to cook.
Let's get to it!
So first we're going to tell you about why teens should learn to cook.
Teens should learn to cook so they have things they can make to eat.
For example, let's say you come home from school. Would you rather grab something that's not really good and just eat that?
Or would you rather grab something that's delicious?
I would honestly just grab something and eat it.
Well, let's say you want something good. Then you need to know how to make it. Also, when you make something yourself, you get the pride of doing it on your own.
Okay, then yeah, I do need to know how to cook.
So one benefit of knowing how to cook is once teenagers go to college, they need to know how to cook things by themselves.
If they don't know how to cook, then they will spend their money on buying food and won't have enough money for everything else.
Another benefit of knowing how to cook is that you can make food for yourself and others.
One final benefit of knowing how to cook is that almost everybody has to make food at some point in their life. So when that time comes, you need to know how to make food.
I really need coffee. I need coffee bad.
The coffee shop is a little shop here at SVMS for teachers to buy coffee and breakfast. The coffee shop program also helps students learn to make food.
Now we need to know where we can learn to cook.
You can learn to cook at many places, like the cooking club here at SVMS, the amazing kitchen in Kearney called Kearney Culinary Kitchen, or simply looking at videos online.
Wow, I didn't know there were so many places you could learn to cook. Thanks for watching our Scrumptious story.
Hey, where's my cookie? Really?
What? I ate the rest of them already.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Anyway, to recap our story, it is very important for teens to learn to cook for many reasons. Hope you enjoyed the video. Back to you, anchors!
Yes! Ow! Now I know to cook.
Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have 6 total.
Well, I know that some animals are endangered.
I bet Bristol and Sarah know a lot about endangered animals.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Bristol from the Eagle News Third Hour.
Today, our story for you will be on endangered species.
You will learn the following 3 things. What species are endangered, why they are endangered, and what we can do to help them.
Today, we will talk about some of the endangered and extinct species. The blue macaw that got famous from the movie Rio recently went extinct in the wild due to habitat loss.
Another animal that went extinct were the West African black rhinos. They went extinct in 2011. The population of them were going down since 1996 due to habitat loss and hunters killing them as a sport.
There are also some animals that have a very low population left in the world, such as the Sumatran tigers having only about 400 left in the world due to poachers and habitat loss, and the Amur leopards having about 60 of them left due to loss of habitat. Snow leopards also have a very low population left, with about 3,500 of them in the wild currently.
There are also some species that were endangered but are no longer endangered, such as the bald eagles. Eagles used to be endangered in 1967. In 1963, there were only 417 mating pairs in the United States due to habitat destruction, illegal shooting, and running out of food. In August of 2007, the bald eagle was officially taken off the endangered species list and became the symbol of America.
Is there anything we can do to help endangered species? Yes. We can recycle more often, grow more native plants, and not use our cars as much. We can also make an effort not to buy things that contain products from endangered species, such as ivory from elephants, fur, and bone/teeth.
That wraps up our story on endangered species.
You have learned what species are endangered,
why they are endangered,
and what we can do to help.
Thanks for watching, and back to you, anchors.
Good ways to treat your device.
Nope. But Ethan does. Let's head over to Ethan and learn some tips about how to treat our device.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Ethan from Eagle News Third Hour. Today, my story will be on how to properly treat your device. First things first.
This is a disclaimer. Do not ever treat your devices like how they are shown in this film, for that may hurt them. This is a device I made out of paper. That is why I'm able to do what I did with it. I still have my real MacBook.
To start, we have my device here, which is a MacBook. It's going to be basically the same rules for any other computer, aka like your Chromebook. So you never, want to like throw it up in the air or, accidentally drop it. You always want to keep it nice and make sure, don't drop it. So, playing games, you should never on your device, especially on your computer. Playing games can get you, number 1, lunch detention, and number 2, if you download the game, it can actually download some malware that you are unaware of and can break your computer. Despite the fact that computers cost, for repairs, some pretty good prices. Here's one thing you should never do with your device. You see, don't worry, no MacBooks are harmed in this. Okay? I'm not harming MacBooks. We can just get that point through. So we're going to start by never throwing your MacBook. Never do that. Luckily, this is my MacBook, not that one. Or else my MacBook would probably have a few broken parts. Never do with your MacBook is be in the hall and typing because something might happen.
One thing you should also never do is write on your computer. Also, you should never shove off your computer or another person's computer off the table. Never ever close anything in your computer, even a pencil, for that may damage the screen or the keyboard or anything else. You should always make sure, whenever you are going somewhere, make sure you close your computer with nothing in it, put it in its case, and carry it properly, like displayed here. Thank you for watching my story on how to properly treat your computer. See you all in the next broadcast. Bye.
For what?
It's the end of the broadcast.
We'll see you next time on the Eagle News Network.